Ready.
All right, I'll just kind of get my phone kind of
No,
in
you're
there.
fine. If you don't let me know, I can introduce them.
Yeah, whatever you need to do to sound check them or whatever, but I'll have them come in and you guys will just take over and I'll just sit here quietly and run the tech.
Sounds good.
Okay, they're ready for you guys.
All right, we're introducing the Delta chapter. If you guys will each just say your name quick, we'll just check audio.
Kenna
I
Knight.
start with perfect.
Olivia Peterson, Roxy Sandoval,
Cheyenne Works.
Izzy Hilner, and Kinsey Hildebrand.
Awesome. Okay, if there's any interruptions, you guys can just pause, like there's announcements or anything, just pause your demonstration, we'll pause the time, and then as soon as we're over, we'll continue, all right? You may now pick up your cards and time starts.
That's time.
Is there any new business?
Madam Chairman,
Olivia.
I move that our chapter participate in livestock judging contest at the Four States Agriculture Expo in Cortez, Colorado on March 26, 2021. Second.
Madam Chairman, I object to the consideration of the question.
Second.
Objection to the consideration has been called for. All those for considering the main motion, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say no.
No.
The ayes have it, we will consider the main motion. Is there any debate on the main motion that our chapter participate in a livestock judging contest at Four States Agricultural Expo in Cortez, Colorado on March 26, 2021?
Madam Chairman,
Olivia.
I am strongly for this motion. Seeing that we have many students involved in the livestock judging contest, we will be able to get many students involved to go on this trip and to meet other people. I hope you pass this motion.
Madam Chairman,
Cheyenne.
I am strongly against this motion. Seeing that this would take place in about 2 weeks, we will not have enough time to be able to get the people, the funds, and the equipment to be able to go out of state. I encourage you all to vote against this main motion.
Madam Chairman,
Roxy.
I urge the Assembly to vote for this main motion. Seeing that it is a Four States theme, we can have our livestock team come with us and see what the other different things, and they could learn about showmanship and all those different kinds of skills that they need to be a true person in the livestock industry. I encourage you all to vote for this main motion.
Madam Chairman,
Izzy.
I am for this main motion. Seeing that we just held a fundraiser by selling beef, we have enough money to be able to afford this trip and go down to Colorado. Therefore, I encourage you all to vote for this main motion. Madam Chairman,
Kenzie.
I'm against this motion for the following reasons. Seeing that the district encourages all organizations that want to use school vehicles to have at least a month and a half notice before the event, it would make it very hard for us to get school approval for this trip. I encourage everyone to vote against this motion.
Madam Chairman,
Roxy.
I move to postpone the main motion indefinitely.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded that we postpone the main motion indefinitely. Is there any debate?
Madam Chairman,
Roxy.
I urge the Assembly to vote for this postponement. Seeing that it is in 2 weeks, we do not have enough time to discuss this, and we do have state CDEs coming up, which means that most of our members will be busy. I encourage you all to vote for this postponement.
Madam Chairman,
Liv.
I am strongly against this motion. Seeing that this will open many opportunities for our FFA members, I do not think that we should kill this motion. I encourage you to vote against this postponement.
Madam Chairman,
Cheyenne.
although I am against this main motion, I am also against this postponement. Seeing that we need to discuss this and make a decision, I do not feel like it would be fair to cancel this motion. I encourage you all to vote against this postponement.
Madam Chairman,
Kenzie?
I'm for this postponement because seeing that we won't have time to talk to the district and it will only allow 4 people per chapter to come to this event because they want the best people in each chapter, it would be very hard for us to find valid reason to continue to discuss this main motion. I encourage everyone to vote for this postponement.
Madam Chairman,
Izzy?
I am against this postponement, seeing that we can have our livestock team help us with this contest down in Colorado. I encourage you to vote against this postponement.
Is there any further debate on postpone? Seeing none, we'll proceed to vote. All those for postponing indefinitely, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say no.
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 Division of Assembly.
Division has been called for. All those for postponing indefinitely, please rise. All those opposed, please rise. Be seated. The noes have it, the motion fails. Is there any further debate on the main motion?
Madam Chairman,
Olivia?
I move to extend debate to make it so that you can debate 3 times per motion per person.
Second.
It has been moved and seconded that we extend debate to 3 times per motion per person. Is there, all those for extending debate, please rise. Be seated. All those opposed, please rise. Be seated. The noes have it, motion fails. Is there any further debate on the main motion about the judging contest?
Madam Chairman,
Cheyenne?
I move to refer this to our Standing Activities Committee that will report back to us before the contest.
Second.
It has been moved and seconded that we refer this to our Standing Activity Committee to report back before the contest. Is there any debate on this referral?
Madam Chairman.
Cheyenne?
I believe that I am strongly for this referral. I believe that if we give this to our Activities Committee, they will be able to make the right decision.
I don't
and
think
get the
I
right
really agree
information.
with
Madam Chairman, point of order,
State your point.
that Roxy was not recognized by the chair.
Point well taken. Roxy, please gain recognition. Cheyenne, you can continue.
As I was saying, the Activities Committee will be able to get all the information, all the restrictions that will be able to have to take place for us to be able to go out of state. I encourage you all to vote for this committee.
Madam Chairman.
Kenzie?
I'm against this referral, seeing that a committee will take at least a week and a half to gather information and report back to us. This would put us on the doorstep of the event, which would make it very hard for us to gather a team and make it possible for the members to compete. I encourage everyone to vote against this referral.
Madam Chairman,
Liv?
I'm against this referral, seeing that we are very short on time, and since this will be in just a couple weeks, we need to be able to figure this out now so that we can have a full, sturdy plans to know that we can go to this contest.
Madam Chairman.
Roxy?
I urge the Assembly to vote against this committee. Being the chairman of that committee, we do not know enough information about the funds or anything like that, how many students will we be taking, and how many days we'll be staying at that judging contest. I believe that we do not have enough information to go furthermore with this committee. I encourage you all to vote against this committee.
Madam Chairman,
Izzy?
I am against this committee, seeing that they have too many activities that they are already trying to plan right now, so therefore I encourage you all to vote against this committee.
Is there any further debate on the referral? Seeing none, we'll proceed to vote. All those for referring this to our Standing Activities Committee to report back before the contest, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say no.
No.
Noes have it, motion fails. Is there any further debate on the main motion that states that our chapter participate in the livestock judging contest at 4 States Agricultural Expo in Cortez, Colorado on March 26, 2021?
Madam Chairman,
Olivia?
I would like to add why I'm very strongly for this motion. Seeing that it has been a COVID year, we have not had very many opportunities to be able to have fun as a chapter and go on trips. So I think it's a very good idea to be able to go to this contest and have a good time. I encourage you to vote for this motion.
Madam Chairman.
Izzy?
I move to lay this main motion and its amendments on the table.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded that we lay the motion and its amendments on the table. All those for laying this on the table, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say no.
No.
The noes have it, motion fails. Is there any further debate on the main motion?
Madam Chairman.
Roxy?
I wish to add why I'm in favor of this motion. Seeing that our FFA motto is learning to do, I feel like this would be a great opportunity for our FFA members to learn and do. Going to this livestock judging contest would benefit our chapter mostly and our livestock team. I encourage you all to vote for this main motion.
Madam Chairman,
Cheyenne?
I would like to add why I'm against this main motion. Seeing that we can't even have state CDEs or LDEs in person, I do not believe that the state and or our chapter will let us go across state lines and go on an overnight trip. I encourage you all to vote against this main motion.
Is there,
Madam Chairman, question of privilege.
state your question?
It's getting rather hot in here. May we turn the AC on?
No, thank you. Is there any further debate on the main motion?
Madam Chairman, I wish to speak against this motion. Seeing that there is going to be a state basketball game and many of the people that are on the basketball team will be competing, it will make it very hard for them to have to decide, so I encourage everyone to vote against this motion.
Is there any further debate on the main motion?
Madam Chairman,
Izzy?
I am for this main motion because seeing that we want to take our livestock judging team down there, I think that would be a good opportunity for them to learn about agriculture so that they can get ready for their virtual state convention. I encourage you all to vote for this main motion.
Is there any further debate on the main motion? Seeing none, we'll proceed to vote. All those for the main motion that states that our chapter participate in the livestock judging contest at the 4 States Agricultural Expo in Cortez, Colorado on March 26, 2021, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say no.
No.
The ayes have it and the motion passes. Is there any further business?
Madam Chairman,
Kenzie?
I move to take from the table the motion that was previously laid on the table.
Second.
It has been moved and seconded that we take from the table the motion that was previously laid on the table. All those for taking this from the table say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say no.
No.
The noes have it, motion fails. Is there any further business?
Madam Chairman,
Cheyenne?
I move to adjourn this meeting.
Second.
It has been moved and seconded that we adjourn this meeting. All those for adjourning this meeting say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say no. The ayes have it, the motion passes. This meeting is now adjourned. Please stand for questioning.
Okay, we are gonna have the judges ask some questions now. They will address you and you're able to answer the questions. Just so you know, you are not limited on time in this section. So go ahead and take your time answering the questions and they will start asking.
Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll try and talk really loud. This is for the board member who had limit or extend the limits of debate. Name 3 ways the motion to limit or extend limits of debate can modify the rules governing debate.
Can you say that again?
Name 3 ways the motion to limit or extend limits of debate can modify the rules governing debate.
It can make the time shorter, like that you have to debate. It can change how many times you can debate on a motion. And who can debate on the motion? How many people can debate on the motion?
Thank you.
Okay, floor member who had postponed indefinitely. Is the motion to postpone indefinitely debatable?
Yes.
Is debate limited to the motion to postpone indefinitely?
Can you please repeat that?
Yes. Is debate limited to the motion to postpone indefinitely?
It is not.
Thank you. Floor member who had object to consideration of a question. To what motions can object to consideration of a question be applied?
To all privileged and subsidiary motions.
Thank you.
To the board member who had the motion, point of order. If the chair does not know how to rule on a point of order, what can she do?
She can give it back to the assembly.
And if a point of order is before the assembly, is it debatable?
Yes.
Thank you.
Hi, floor member number 5. What class of motion does take from the table belong to?
Could you repeat the question?
Yes, what class of motion does take from the table belong to?
It belongs to the motions that bring back.
Okay, thank you. And then name 2 other motions that are also in that class.
Rescind and reconsider.
Thank you. Madam Chairman, define a quorum.
The members who are at the meeting are the stated number of members to conduct business at the meeting.
All right, thank you. And then whose responsibility is it to determine if a quorum is present before the meeting is called to order?
The secretary?
Thank you.
Okay, now we will go into what's called clarifying questions. So the judges will ask questions. If they're not directed towards a certain person, anyone's allowed to answer them. And you are limited to 3 minutes for this round. So I will stop you if we reach the time.
Okay, I have a question for anyone. What vote is required for delay on the table?
Majority.
To piggyback off of that, how many voted in favor and like against the motion to lay on the table? It was hard for me to tell.
I think it was it 2-4?
Yeah.
I think 2-4 and then 3 against.
Okay.
What
I have a
vote is-
question. General.
Sorry, I'm sorry, ma'am.
Okay.
This is for anyone. What vote is required?
And like,
Object to consideration of the question.
Can you say that again?
You go.
okay, okay. Multiple people have negative debates about the main motion, and then the main motion passed almost unanimously. What was the reasoning behind changing to a positive vote when you're debating negatively on the main motion?
Well, you can change your mind up until the time that you vote, and you don't really have to give your reason on the way you vote.
Okay, this question is for anyone. What vote is required on object to consideration of the question?
2/3.
Okay, do you know how it was handled in your meeting?
I believe it was 2/3.
Okay. And then who made the motion to, refer to a committee?
That was me.
Okay, did you debate for or against referring to a committee?
I debated for.
Okay.
For the person who moved the lay on the table, what amendments were attached to the motion at the time you moved lay on the table?
There weren't any amendments.
Okay, I have a question for anyone. When is the appropriate time to call for division of the assembly?
Right before the vote is announced.
Okay, thank you.
For the chair, as far as division goes, what are the different ways that you can call for that division as far as how you can count that vote better?
With a standing vote, you're able to count and see the vote better.
Is that the only way you can do that?
You could do a raise of hands.
Thank you.
When's the earliest you can take a motion off the table that has been laid on the table?
That will be time. You guys did a good job. If you did video this, which I believe you said you were going to before, if you will email that or send that to us, that would be awesome. And you guys have a great day.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
We're done!
Yay!
Okay, give me a moment to send this.